would you know? I don't even know. Hey, what's up, Alex? Just trying it out right now, setting it all up. Hey, Daytona Hot Rod. That be just checking it out. I'm trying to set it up for live stream. Didn't expect anybody to come. It was pretty quick. So I had to set up my second screen here and one screen there. I finally got a keyboard so I can read. Of course, get the drone. So I'm planning on a live stream. No audio? Oh, you hear me now? Wait, how do I know? Hello? Test. Can you hear me now? Florida. JR. What's up, guys? Just testing this out. I'm not quite sure. It's not finished yet, the setup, but at least I get to see some stuff, see if it works. Let me know how the picture is. Let me know how the audio is. I don't even know if I have to yell. Do I have to yell? Talk to me, guys. Let me know what's going on. Perfect. Perfect. Good dose just before I go to work. It's nice to see you live, mate. Yeah, it's a test. It's like I'm not even quite sure, but there's like 8 people already in here, which is good. I guess it works. So all I could do was pretty much look up online which program to use, and I chose OSB. Took me a little bit to get into it, like about an hour and a half, and then I had to set up everything else. Audio is good. That sounds good. Well, I'm looking into because some guys using headphones, I guess, with microphones. So I will try that. David Stewart, yes, it has been handled. If you are watching my video, best drone of 2020, everything is inside there. Yeah, they literally they sent me a brand new drone, a brand stinking new drone. Like they never even waited until I was done sending the old one. They just sent me a new one, and it actually wasn't the propeller. So just to clarify that the propellers got damaged because of the damaged arm. But everything is explained in that video. So if you want to check it out, best drone of 2020. For me, still the best drone of 2020. That's why I threw out that other video last night. Just to show the few shots that I had. Um, and I still gotta make a background picture for this to have it more filled up. Because right now we see. Can you guys see the browser extension? I need some help here because I can't watch my own live stream. I guess. So let's see. I guess the chat is a little bit behind too. The chat a little bit behind. Still waiting. You have a similar problem. You have a similar problem with the shaking arm. Is that what it is? There's 9 people online. I'm sorry. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm still thinking about how I'm gonna implement music and what's up, Mix? I'm just testing it out. Testing the live stream to see how it goes for the next upcoming. There's in the community chat. I mean, community tab of my channel. I put a poll up to determine what is the live stream going to be all about. Right now, it's just a test, checking it all out, see how it goes. Apparently, it's going pretty good. I thought I would have to buy $140 converter for actually use for my camera. I wanted to use the camera for the live stream, but it's really small for me. The what is really small, JR? Is it the how much cost the black drone of last year? Oh, that's the Paradise Afi is this one right here. That thing goes right now for $500. I've seen it in Facebook groups. If you find somebody who's reliable and when you use PayPal, if they agree upon PayPal, you're gonna end up with like 350, $400 around there. The propellers don't stop straight. Yeah, that's not really a problem, brother. I know that I confused a lot of people with that, but that was initially what we thought. It was the issue with the propellers. So, oh, the browser is really small. Okay, let me open up the browser bigger. How do I do that? I'm new to this, guys, so I'm gonna open up the browser a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller, and let's hope that works out better. Does that work out better, JR? So yeah, Hot Rod is right. The propellers will loosen up after a while. These ones are still pretty stiff, like they don't move at all. They will loosen up as long as you don't have no issues flying it. The loose propellers does not seem to be an issue. My propellers, the issue was that the bearing got stuck because the bearing was whittled out through the vibration. The vibration forced the propellers to flex in an uneven way, and that was simply because the arm was separating. So the vibration of the arm itself came from the seam that these these arms are put together with, and that seam was loose. So with the weight of the propeller, when it comes from a stabilization progress, those motors, I guess, force a lot of or put a lot of force on the arm. So with the flexibility of that arm started shaking like really bad. You couldn't even really see it with your bare eyes. I had to film it with a 240 FPS. So yeah, well, the props, these ones, they stop straight. That's the funny part, Mix. I open up these. If they stop straight because they're so stiff. But I believe they will loosen up the more flight time I get on these. It seems to be in the beginning they're pretty stiff and then they come loose. I mean, the Anafi and I think the DJI props are pretty loose too. The more chance of a problem you would have, they must be somewhat loose. Yeah, well, that's why they ask you to open up the propellers at all times, which I usually do. Um, I had a minor crash in mine, clipped the palm on it, record button, and then so lucky for you. I always try to stay away from everything. $2,500 just too much money to just clip anything. I have a good tip for you guys before I forget. If you want to film something close up and you put it into precision mode and you go slow, when you go into the manual settings of your zoom and you put it onto 2 times zoom or 4 times zoom, the objects and everything will look much closer and you can stay much further away without loss of resolution. Anything above times 4 is usually a little bit bad. All right, brother. Have a good day at work. Have a great session. Day. This is not really a session. This is a test. I'm just trying it out. But yeah, so put it in times 4 zoom with the Evo 2 Pro and go closer, and you will be. So is it extra hot out there? We like in Milan. Actually, it's decent right now. Today, I can open up this window. It's actually pretty decent right now. I think we only have like 90 something degrees. So but it's not muggy. I mean, it's sunshine right now, blue skies. It's really nice, but I have to go to work. Yeah. So, 4 times zoom is really good because you can stay further away from the object and it still looks like you're like right there. So, like some shots are really good. No, even in 4K. I mean, Mix says that in 6K, but even in 4K, if you go for times 4 zoom and you do one super slow bypass of something, it's gonna look like it's really close, but you barely have loss of resolution at all. Plus, if you do it for YouTube, then usually it's like really condensed, like down to 1080p. Yeah, I can see the ocean only if I fly my drone, but it's right down the road, so I have too many trees and bushes in the way. Pinch the screen of a tablet with 2 fingers. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you could do that too, but if you choose the manual option and you go times 4, then you stay exactly on where you want to be. I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna show in the bottom. I never really tried it. Anything past times 2, in my opinion, is garbage. Okay. Yeah, better Zoom, Evo 2, or Mavic Zoom. To be honest, I can't really rely on any opinion. I cannot be opinionated about DJI because I don't own any. I have seen good stuff and I've seen bad stuff. It's just for my application here in Hawaii. Any DJI drone for me personally would probably not work out for the purposes that I'm using it for filming. So, oh, downtown Daytona. So you guys, oh, this year's bike week got canceled too, then, right? So yeah, any the Zoom is pretty good, but for that, I mean, for the price range, if you look into spending $1,600 for a Zoom, I think you can pick up a Evo 2. To be honest, it's more updated. It's I don't know. I just love mine, so I can't. Like I said, I cannot be opinionated about DJI. No, I actually looked back then. I looked into buying an Evo, but I went with Anafi because I couldn't get it past my wife. So no, I don't own an original Evo yet. Photo and auto. Yeah, I'm hoping that they're gonna bring out. So it says, have you noticed night shots with photo and auto about dead on, but video I have to go manual. In the night shots, I prefer the manual part, while in the daytime actually, as long as there are no ND filters, I actually like the auto settings. The HDR settings are pretty decent. They're not too bad. But most of the time I use manual anyway. So just if I get lazy and I'm like, okay, I flew already 2 batteries, now I'm gonna switch over to HDR so I don't have to play around with it. But usually I plan my shots pretty much ahead. I know already where I want to go with it. No bike week, yeah. Bike Oktoberfest. Yeah, well, I still gotta make it there one day. Gotta take my wife in the bike and everything. But use the 360 for next time. No, I don't. I can't seem to make the 360 work with this. I tried it, so I gotta use my laptop camera. I will find out better camera because I don't like the quality of this stream. I mean of this HP camera right here from the laptop. And the flare camera for 86. I know, right? What is up with that? These freaking flare cameras and stuff are like $9,000. A friend of mine at work just showed me the other day. He has a handheld one, and that thing is like it's like 7,000 for a handheld one. I was on He's on a propeller. It's $2,000 more, so I probably it's 2,000 for the drone and then 7,000 for the camera. It's crazy. Yeah, that sounds good, Hot Rod. Do you know if Auto will release a firmware for 5.0 Signa? I sent them a message about it. They haven't answered me back yet about it because the 2.4, even for me, sometimes it's really bad. The 5.0 would be better. I'm not quite sure if this controller is capable of that stuff though. So I'm hoping they're gonna bring out a smart controller like they did with DJI. I only hear good things about it, and this controller is kind of a whack. So it still does what it's supposed to do, but still, it would be better to have a better one. And of course, I'm hoping that people are gonna answer me for it. I don't get it. You don't get it. I look at the settings for all of them. You don't get what? I'm lost. Flare would be so useful on consumer range. Yes, it would be. Well, not only for consumer range, but for Part 107 license, you don't make that much money to buy a $9,000 camera. You know what I mean? Like, and it's great for solar inspections. Like, especially here in Hawaii, we have so many people with solar. It would be great to just inspect that. Um, the same with roof inspections or for matter of fact, any inspection that you need that camera for. I mean, it would be great, but $9,000 is kind of like poof, like shot out of your sky. Like, damn, isn't it a camera just like every other camera? It's not like that the sensor is made out of gold or platinum or whatever. Just while the 6K is not, right? So it doesn't really make sense. There's supposed to be a controller in the works. Yeah, rumors. I heard about that too, but I really tried. The range extender, yeah, I seen a lot of you know, the thing that I have with range extenders, guys, is like if you have like alien tag or you have I seen online, I ordered me some of those clip-on ones that you can put on top of this. I don't really know if I want to hang anything off of these flimsy little antennas, but apparently it extends the range. The only thing that find useful about range extenders is that if you are in an urban area, that you have a stronger signal on shorter distance. Because other than that, with range, if you don't have an observer or you have, I don't know, it's just too risky to fly $2,500 2.5 miles out, and then you have to walk 2.5 miles, or it gets lost that you can't find it all. So I'm not a big fan of range extenders unless the signal is really stronger. So plus they cost a lot of money. Where's finding people first, far as tracking one eating is very yeah, still yet, but like I said, what makes that technology so much different that it's $7,000 in difference in price. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand it. It's like, hello, it's still a camera. It can look through heat or can detect heat. So I don't know. I mean, it's the same. Like it's weird. 28 to 24. So yeah, I guess this stuff all works. It looks great, and we have 10 people in here. This is crazy. Thanks everybody. I appreciate it. So yeah, please check out my community tab and please check inside there which you guys what you guys want. It's inside here, the community tab. There's a poll for voting, and just let me know inside there what you would like to see, like review your videos or question and answers of the Evo 2. There's not that much that I didn't cover with my videos yet, but questions about me, how I did all this, what I did, or you don't want to see this live stream at all. So that's totally up to you. Feel free to comment on it, vote it, whatever it is. Just there's my live stream. Please, I'm not gonna click on that right now because it might mess up everything. So what we have, I think the kind of jobs that require a flair pay enough money to make it worthwhile. Yeah, but to get to that point, that's the hard part. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? Like some people, they really have a hard time getting to that amount of money to get there first. Because I mean, the drone market is vast nowadays. If you have $1,000 to spend and you don't want your wife to cut you off, automatically you're gonna look, hey, I'm gonna buy me this drone instead of saving up another eight for buy that fear. But I understand. Yeah, once you get to that point, it probably can pay for itself. But the initial investment itself is gonna be the hard part. Plus, I would not probably invest into that if I'm not a Part 107 licensed flyer. So not really recreational product. Yeah, it's not really recreational, but you can play around with it. It would be fun. Yes, water, or Walter. Yes, they did. It's right here. A brand new stinking drone. A brand new drone. It took only like 3 days that they came here, so it's crazy. Some of us aren't looking to get paid. Yes, that's true. Some people, they are not getting paid for it. Some people make enough money to actually to afford that dual camera or to help the community. Yep, that's correct. I would do it for that too. Like if there's searches and stuff, I probably would volunteer for the search and rescue SAR. Um, Especially if you're a licensed pilot 107 and you volunteer your time into it, sometimes some good stuff comes out of it because they're gonna hire you the next time, and that's actually a lot of money. Oh, so yeah, those range extenders is pretty intense. Like how much gain you get out of the signal strength. Hot Rod is pointing that out. Them to release a great optical zoom. Yeah, I mean the thing is, I mean, look at nowadays like the Inspires. Like you look at the Inspire drones, the DJI Inspire drones. They're pretty awesome drones. Like I mean, they're not affordable for me. I mean, literally not yet, not at this point. But all right, Alex, you take it easy. Have a good one. So yeah, this is kind of crazy how it goes. This I like this. I like this setup. I guess this OSB streaming program is working pretty good. I like I said, I'm still setting up everything. I'm gonna set up probably a small background picture for everything. Probably I don't know. I think this writing it can go. Let's remove that text. That text is rubbish. Everybody knows what this is anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And we stay in the bottom right. That's fine. Or should I make? Yeah, I think it's good. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to invite anybody else later on. I'll probably try that out. So far, pretty good. I like it. And So much thanks to you guys for your support. I mean, it's just a test and 11 people show up. That's crazy. Imagine 30 times optical after seeing all 4 times. I know, for 30 times optical. I mean, yeah. The problem with that is you get a lot of creeps out there if they can afford that kind of stuff. That's crazy. I mean, can't imagine it. Look, watching the neighbors doing whatever. All right, Robert, you take it easy. Have a good one. Bye, Alex. So yeah, that is it for this test. So I appreciate all you guys coming. Howard, Robert, how do you see who's in here? Right there, participants. Let's see. Alex, Hot Rod, Mix, Robert, Walter. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I gotta get this rest set up, and hopefully by the next time I see the answers in the poll, and then we'll talk story. Till then, take it easy, everybody. Aloha. Have a great day. Oh, yes, and